Joe Lovano is an American jazz saxophonist. He started behind the curve, late for a jazz person in 1970s, but he has recorded a staggering number of albums since then. So this is a double CD album release, which gives us over 2 hours of jazz. There's It's live and it's taken from two different quartets. So the first CD is saxophone, which is our Joe, a flugelhorn, a bass, and drums. Bass being upright bass, of course, in jazz. And the second CD is from different occasions at the same venue, which is a different grouping. A saxophone, again, Joe, different people for the others, but also a piano and a bass and drums. I would describe this as being free jazz, but I'm probably not right. I'm not an expert in this. It's not experimental, so it's not of the order of difficulty of the stuff that I reviewed a couple of albums ago, Anthony Braxton and Sun Ra. It may be what's called modal jazz. I don't know because I'm not good enough at this stuff to know. Let's try and do a description. They kind of whiffle around quite a lot. They don't seem to play tunes. They're not, don't seem to be in the concept of a key, and they do have varied rhythms, but they do seem to have a structure. They're obviously playing together, and they know where they're up to because they have points where they definitely play in a more structured way together, playing tunes that are almost tuneful. And they tend to follow a fairly standard jazz way of doing things, which is to do the tune, to do some improvisations, and then finish off with the tune again at the end. It whiffles along quite nicely if you can stand the freedom of this. I know this is not everybody's cup of tea, but it is more accessible than some of the experimental end of jazz. This kind of jazz is what I have often called "what time does the tune start" jazz. It's a good level of freedom for me. I quite like this, but the only problem with this album is it's too long. It just goes on and on. I'm used to jazz albums being made back in the 50s or around then when they were on a vinyl LP, and so you get about 40 minutes, and this is about 3 times that much. If I was choosing to listen to this, I'd probably choose one of the CDs and listen that through and then have a change, because two back to back, a bit too much for me.